Welcome, everyone, to the Friday Night Strike, where I talk to the YouTube folks and whoever jumps into the channel, or the chat, the panel, one of those things. I'm not sure which, but something or other. Anyways, yeah, figure that out. I've been having some issues doing the Friday Night Strike off and on. Sometimes you guys have probably been wondering why I haven't done one when I said I would do one. Usually last minute problems, technical difficulties, that whatnot. I'll try and be better in the future to let you guys know if we're having a Friday Night Strike or if we're not. But we're having one tonight, so it's yeah, it's kind of late notice, but what the hell? Though next week we'll probably definitely be having one too. So I'm gonna check the YouTube side, see who we got. If anybody wants to jump in, just either email me or say something in the chat, and I'll email you a link if I have your email address. So that's what'll happen. So welcome all. Who do we have? Who do we have today? I'm wondering. Nobody said anything. There's 6 people watching, but nobody's saying anything. Remember, if you don't comment, I don't know who's out there. But I can't. So go ahead, say something. Liberty Cat is out there. Hello, Liberty Cat. Thank you for lurking, Liberty Cat. Well, hold on. You're a Liberty Cat, so you're not lurking, you're prowling. And Russ Carr is out there. Hey, Russ, what's going on? Don't give me that. Don't give me what? Just say something. Native Gun is out there. What's going on, Native Gun? Haven't seen you in a while. Russ is just chilling. All right, well, good. Good. A Liberty Cat saying that I can prowl without you knowing. I'm just going to assume you're prowling all the time then. And if that makes me an ass, well then, all right. Anyways, so who else is out there? Yanni Yarvela is out there. Hello. We got Scott Pacini out there. What's going on, Scott? So, if anybody wants to jump in, just again, just message me. Message me, email me, whatever you can do to contact me. I'll give you a link. So, that's the image. Fine Ape is out there. Why don't I give Fine Ape a link? That's always good for a laugh. He's definitely an interesting fellow. There you go, Fine Ape. There's an email. You can jump in if you want. If you don't want to, that's fine. I won't be hurt. So, Sean Green is out there. What's going on, Sean? Wow. Russ Carr is saying I multitask all the time. That's why I just say hello to you sexy people. It makes them feel good. Okay. Finance says, okay, give me Give me a minute to boot up my PC. All right. I will wait for you, my friend. All right. Sean Green's out there. Hey, what's going on, Sean? We got Roosted Films out there. Hey, Roosted, what's going on? Who else do we have out there? Mosen Crate? Scott saying Mosen Crate just got some CC75 compacts, Israeli models in. I need one. I want one of those high power clones that the Israelis did. What was it? The Kareen. I want a Kareen. Yeah, I know it's not a great gun, but I still want one. And everyone's favorite Foos is out there. What's going on, Foos? Foos, you've got mail. So, Trauma Jock is out there. What's going on, Trauma Jock? Grim 90 is in the house. Who else is out there? Who says same old, same old? Scott's saying he should have bought one of the CZ75 Mossad models that he had. You should have. You should have. I still want one of those Kareens. Not because it's a great gun. It's probably one of the worst handguns probably out of Israel. But again, I want one just to have one. Tina says, I need a German handgun. Anyone make them? Yes, the Germans make handguns. Yeah, go for HK. Go for SIG. That's German, isn't it? Pretty sure it's German. Foos, you would know, right?
So what was the question?
I was asking Foos, but his mic isn't plugged in or something. Isn't SIG a German company too?
I think it's actually a Swiss and Austrian conglomerate.
No, I'm pretty sure SIG is a German company. If you want Austrian, that's not SIG. That's another one. That's Glock.
6 hour. Let's go to the.
That's Glock and Steyr.
No, Switzerland and German. According to the Hitchhiker's Guide, that is Wikipedia. Sig Sauer is a brand name used by two sister companies involved in the design and manufacture of firearms. The original company, Sig Sauer GmbH, is a Swiss-German company formed in 1976 as a partnership between.
SIG's been around longer than that's when they just got merged. SIG's actually been around since right after World War I, whenever Germany needed more arms development and went to Switzerland.
So it's Swiss and German. I was half wrong. It's Swiss and German.
Well, I mean, it's a Swiss company built by Germany to continue arms development after World War I in the Versailles Treaty.
So I was half right.
1853, actually.
Oh, okay. Even further back. Sweet.
I was half right. They're half German, half Swiss. But the Swiss speak German anyways, even though it's like a French version of German. But regardless, it's German.
It's Germanish.
It's Germanic. Let's leave it at that.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, English is Germanic.
And Roman, and we use Arabic numerals. So
yeah, we're melting pot.
Well, we use ancient Arabic numerals. We don't use current Arabic numerals because current Arabic numerals
fuck that shit.
Looks all fucked up. Because look at it. If you look at current, you were like, how did they get English from that? They didn't. There's just no way. So Anyways, who else is out there? Gizzard Gary's out there. Oh my.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna go off and on from muting because I'm feeding my face. My fat
Yeah.
face.
That's okay. He's secretly German. Actually, it's not actually.
I'm all German.
What?
I'm all German.
Does that mean you've got a bunker?
Well, that's just part about being American.
I mean, my in high school, my nickname or my German name was Adolf. So maybe.
Oh boy, that's not a good name to have.
Adolf Ludwig was in German class. We had to pick names, and I don't know how I got Adolf Ludwig, but yeah,
Adolf is not a popular German name anymore.
Nope.
But it's still out there.
It's somewhat used. Anyways, so what's going on with you, Fine Ape? Haven't seen you in a while. Anything new?
Oh, for anyone who's watched Midnight's chats, you can tell I got a different camera.
Yeah, it looks better.
Yeah, it's a wonderful, super high-end $30 hardware store action camera.
Hey, whatever you have to do to get it to work is what you have to do.
I just bought it just for the hell of it. Thinking my other one might have been like a $10 Microsoft Xbox 360 webcam. Yeah, for whatever reason on doesn't like playing nice with YouTube because in here it's still coming out and broadcasting, but kind of cuts in and out on the YouTube feed. So.
Oh my, that's no bueno.
But the slow-mo on it's kind of interesting.
Awesome. Gary, what's going on?
Not a whole heck of a lot, man. What's going on with you?
Giving you a link, that's what.
I got that, and I appreciate it. I do.
Trauma Jock is out there saying, Grand, we can't read German. Well, some German you can read. Some German is not the...
Is it Garand or Garand?
It's probably Garand, but it's not Garand. But I'm so used to saying Garand, I don't care. If I'm saying it wrong, oh well, boo-hoo. Go cry. If this offends you, then okay, be offended. So. Foos, they're speaking German to you out there in the chat.
Dude, I don't remember that shit. All I remember is you bist grosse Essel, which is you're a fat ass. That's all I remember. I wonder why.
Yeah, you ist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you know, jawohl.
Jawohl.
So you don't remember any, so you can't sprechen Sie Deutsch.
9.
Bummer. So I know a little bit only because my mother taught me.
Yeah, I bet your mom did.
Can you say anything halfway decent to somebody ever?
Yeah. My girlfriend. That's about it.
I'm surprised you can hold one down.
Hey, we've only been talking to each other for about 2 months, so we'll see.
Yeah, she'll probably leave you in like a week.
Possibly. Hopefully not.
Yeah, let's hope not, because I don't want you coming back and say, "God damn it, Night Strike, you were right."
Oh yeah, you do.
I only somewhat, kind of like, a very minutia, want you to say that I was right. But at the same time, I don't want you to be absolutely miserable because I'm not a horrible person. So, take that.
I mean, I'd be upset. I wouldn't be miserable because shit life goes on. But yeah,
You'll eventually find somebody else. But yes, you would.
Yeah.
Well, good luck. Good luck in your endeavors, Foos. That's all I'm gonna say. So, Gary, what's going on with you? Get any new guns? Go shooting today? Anything?
No, I went out and mowed the yard for 3 hours today and got really, really hot and sweaty. That was my fun for the day.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, it's only 97. It wasn't too bad out there.
Oh, only 97.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been really hot, even down here too lately. So, where did all our cool weather go?
I kept waiting for it to cool off, and it's like, okay, it's growing too much. I got to get out there and mow it. So, I did it.
Problem is, my finish mower and my riding lawnmower are both in the shop right now. So, but the grass is pretty tall right now.
That's not good unless you got sheep or a couple goats out back.
I have neither.
Contrary to popular opinion.
Well, unless you go from being an ape to a sheep, then you can go and graze out there if you want, fine ape.
Nah, I get enough fiber as it is.
Fiber. Wow. That's pretty funny.
Okay.
You opened the door, I had to walk through it.
Well, sometimes it's better to leave doors shut. But okay. Oh God, Tina Liberty Cat is talking about Coors Light out there in the chat. It's like, ugh, of course.
Water.
Any rice beer is piss water.
Scott Pacini is saying Night Strike needs a flamethrower to take care of that grass. I do. I really do. The problem is I'm not spending that amount of money on a flamethrower.
Well, they're not that hard to build.
No, I don't need to buy a flamethrower. I don't need to build one. All I need to do is just get my Zippo out and get a can of hairspray. I'm done.
Yeah, but that Aquanet's pretty pricey.
Not when you get it from the dollar store. And you're silent.
Yeah.
And about the time that flame follows its way up to your spout, you think that gun hurt you.
Funny.
Speaking of which, I know it's the 1st of June. Do you have that CCL yet?
No, I'm still waiting for it in the mail. I can get any mail today.
I thought your 90 days was up today.
It was up on the 29th.
Oh, okay.
But remember how they were. It was like, it's not 90 days from when you send it in. It's 90 days from when we start processing it.
Right.
So even though the 90 days might be up, they may not decide to send it out until like Monday.
Oh, well.
Yeah. South Carolina Law Enforcement Division likes to direct their ass.
Or they haven't started processing it yet.
Oh, no, they processed it. They said I wouldn't get it until either the last week in May or the first or second week in June. So,
Guess you tell them to just stay inside for 3 months.
What?
I say, I guess you just have to tell them you're going to stay inside for 2 or 3 months because it's too dangerous to go out without your firearm. That's just crazy.
I know. It's crazy, but it's South Carolina. What can you do? I mean, the major problem South Carolina has is, even though we've got a ton, and I mean a ton, of Republicans in the Senate and the House, apparently a quarter of them are rhinos. And then there's still Democrats in the House and Senate. and apparently they're enough to at least block open carry or constitutional carry bills in the Senate and the House. It
So
sucks.
you guys better get to the polls in November and change some things.
Yeah, the problem is I'm not going to vote. I hate to do this, but for the governor, I have to. I don't like McMaster because he wants to ban bump stocks, but at the same time, I don't trust the other Republicans that are running against him. I mean, McMaster's got the backing of the NRA, and I know it's the NRA, and they don't really help or do anything for gun rights. But the problem is, he's got the backing of the NRA, whereas one of the candidate I would vote for, I can't vote for because she lives in Mount Pleasant, and Mount Pleasant had a Palmetto State Armory location built in that city. But they didn't want the gun range and actively lobbied against the gun range. Now, she didn't say a word. This candidate, she did not say a word about. She says she's for gun rights, but I looked and I could not find any statement from her saying being for the range in PSA in Mount Pleasant, even though she lives there. So because she didn't, and I know this is a fickle reason, but because she didn't even say one word or the other, why in the hell would I trust her to be a governor and to respect my gun rights?
Anybody can say anything, but you got to go look at the voting records of these people and see what they've done over the years and see if what they did actually backs up what they say.
And she's not a politician. She's a lawyer.
My representative claims to be for gun rights too, but his voting record says otherwise. So he won't be getting my vote. So, as for governor, I'm probably going to have to revote for McMaster because he's the lesser of two evils. It's either I vote for the Democrat and get doubly fucked in the ass, or I vote for one of these closet liberals in Republican clothing. And I just rather vote for the conservative who says he's a Republican but doesn't want bump stocks. So that's my choices for governor. As far as anything else, I'm voting whatever I can for the gun rights. But I don't know what it is, but a lot of our choices for politicians suck these days. Have you noticed that? That's because you kind of got to be a butthole to be a politician. I hate to say it, but it's pretty much true.
And the money is in Democrat side.
Well, shit! If you need to be an asshole to be a politician, then shit. Why aren't we all running for our respective states? Because granted, we're some of the biggest assholes out there.
It's because we don't have enough skeletons in the closet.
I thought it was because we don't have enough clout. So
poor people don't get elected to office.
Poor people get elected to office. It's true. Well, no, they do. They do because that's how they get out of the poorhouse.
Well, now they got to raise money for campaigns and stuff like that. That's got to come from somewhere. They either got to have somebody with big pockets to back them.
No, all they need to do is just have one of their friends start a PAC. A political campaign fund for them. And, their friends get paid from that PAC. And, they get whatever perks from the friends running the PAC.
You go and run for office, Night Strike, then everything you've done in your entire life is going to be on the newspaper the next day.
Oh, I know. I know. But you know what? The things I've done in my life, aren't as bad as some of the shit that you see happening to all these senators. Them saying, "Oh yeah, having to resign because of cheated on their wife or something."
That's kind of what I'm talking about. And you have to think about it. We don't have enough skeletons in our closet to run. So we're not going to be able to get the damn money to do it.
No.
Because everyone's bought and paid off because the skeleton's in their damn closet.
Yeah, could be some truth to that.
True. But again, you know, I could run if I wanted to. Would I get very far? Well, one of my distant cousins was president. And his grandfather was president, so I don't know. Maybe. And I mean of the United States. I don't mean president of like whatever local club. So.
You could just declare that little parcel of land that you got as independent from the United States and just...
I saw that episode of Family Guy. No.
And Springfield and weather. Oh shit! Didn't
The Simpsons
do that as well?
They tried, I think. But either way, I think the Family Guy one was funnier.
Probably.
It was funnier. Hey, Scott, you don't normally jump in my chats, but what's going on?
Oh, not much. Not much. Got a little mail call today.
Oh, really? From who?
Classic.
Who?
What did Classic send you?
Just a couple magazines.
Oh.
They're still selling the Makarov and the Tokarev mags for $20 a piece, so.
Nice.
Yanni Arvella is saying, I don't understand any of this. What's a topic? Yes, we don't have a topic. The Friday Night Strike is just us hanging out. We don't necessarily always have a topic. We may just decide to talk about anything and everything. If we have a topic, we'll bring it. If we don't, we'll just, sit here and, it's basically like having a conversation around the water cooler.
I wish they could find some more M70A1 mags. The Tokarev that's a 9mm.
I'm sure they're out there.
You mean the 9mm Tokarev?
Yeah.
So the 9x18, or is it the?
No, 9mm.
Instead of the 7.62x25.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought that was like the M77 or something.
I think it's M70A1 or something like that.
Might be. There's like 3 variations I've seen on the Tokarevs.
Yeah, this is the Yugoslavian one in 9mm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think Norinco used to make them 9mm too.
Right, but I don't think that the mags were interchangeable.
No.
Of course
I'm trying to remember on the ones that I think on the Norenkos, all they did for the magazine was they basically put a kind of like an aluminum spacer block at the back of the magazine.
All right.
Going back to the SIG, I think all their firearms are now made in the U.S.
Probably.
Because I know the P210 is made here now. No more European production.
Yeah. FN makes a lot of stuff in the United States, too.
Well, they're all getting sick of the BS with importing them. So they just are setting up factories here.
It's easier for them to export it from the U.S. than make it somewhere else and import it.
Yeah.
Right.
Because apparently Century is in talks to set up a factory with Canik.
Really?
Hey.
Yep.
That's
All right. More Turkish guns made in the United States. Yeah.
Non-Turkish guns.
Yeah, but
still Turkish guns. Yeah.
That still doesn't mean the TP9 SA is not a horrible gun.
Oh, I think all the Canics are, personally.
Yeah, what about the old TriStar Canics? You remember those?
They still make TriStars.
yeah.
Do they? I wasn't sure whether you don't hear about the TriStar Canics anymore, so I wasn't sure if they still made it.
They stopped importing.
Stop importing, okay. call. You jumped in. What's going on, roll call?
I'm going to a dollar store.
How is this not on
And then
beat?
these kids are just being wild.
Dollar Tree?
Dollar General.
Dollar General. The General. Yahoo General.
That's not a dollar store. That's a store that has dollar in its name.
What's a beta? Oh,
I will find something for $1 in there, and I will post it on Instagram.
Well, but the concept of a dollar store is that everything's $1, not, we've got some things are $1 and other things are like $50.
Well, if that's
Right.
the case, Dollar General doesn't qualify then.
That's my point.
Neither does Dollar Tree.
No, Dollar Tree, everything in that store is $1.
I think so.
Not here.
Well, then your store is shitty because mine has everything in there for $1.
A couple weeks ago, I got to hold and dry fire and play with and finger bang U.S. made SIG P210.
Why?
Because I wanted to see what everybody was talking about with those. Because those were like the holy grail for SIGs. It was pretty damn nice, even for the American-made one, which are supposedly not quite up to the Swiss quality.
Yet.
I don't think they will be, because the Swiss firearms are ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it depends on how much. It depends on how long Switzerland puts up with the EU regulations on firearms.
Probably as long as they want. Because the only ones that aren't really going by that is the Czech Republic, Poland, and Hungary.
And isn't Bulgaria not going by that either?
Yeah, it's pretty much all the Eastern European countries that were former Russian countries.
They're like,
pretty much
fuck you.
Yeah, pretty much.
We kicked out. We were a part of something, and we kicked them out. Why should we?
I saw Poland offer.
Why should we let people who don't live in our country dictate our own laws?
Well, I saw Poland offered the U.S. up to like $2 billion to build a base for permanent troops stationed in Poland.
For U.S. troops?
Yeah, it'll be a U.S. and Polish base together.
Oh, a joint operations base.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're getting a little nervous because all the shit going down in Ukraine.
Hey,
Now, is that Polish dollars or U.S. dollars?
That's U.S. That's U.S. cash.
So, in other words, it'd probably bankrupt Poland.
No, all they need to do is release another Witcher game and they're fine.
Yeah. Well, isn't Poland starting to make the AKs again, too?
Yeah, they are making AKs.
And importing.
Exactly.
I also heard, I don't know where it was, but I heard some of the old AK factories that Poland were managing, that were run by the Soviets, that they found a stockpile in some of those old factories.
Of course they did. There's stockpiles all over Europe that haven't even been touched yet.
I'm just going to say
stockpile of AKs. You go to dig a new outhouse, stockpile of AKs.
Yep.
I'm just gonna assume that, in the late 80s, early 90s, when the Soviet Union collapsed, everybody just walked out of the factory, didn't try and pick it clean, didn't do anything. They just left the factory and never went back. And now they actually decided to go back and check the factories and find out that, hey, there's a shit ton of AKs in wooden crates here that we could totally use. And that's probably what happened.
Well, which country was it? The Ukraine just picked a variant of the M16 for their new gun. That's a little FU to Russia.
Yeah. Well, an M16 variant isn't that bad. I mean, hell, though, that doesn't say much because, remember, Vietnam, that country that is communist, though it's more so like its own version of, little South China, hole in the ground communism. Unfortunately, they've got their own version of the M16 that they developed from M16s that they recovered during Vietnam War. So that doesn't say much. Hell, let's be honest. Even China and the country of Taiwan also have their own variations of the M16.
Yep.
Though China particularly likes to use more Soviet or their own style. But again, they still have a variant of the M16 just in case they have to do something with the UN or something.
Well, that's why Ukraine's doing it. They really want to get into NATO.
They are in NATO.
75 cents, right there.
I didn't think they were a full member.
They're not. I think they're a
750 of water.
I think they're an honorary member or something like that.
Well, they're not a full member where they can get all the benefits.
Yeah.
I think they want that so that they can get help with the Russians. Because I probably wouldn't like it if the Russians, poisoned a third of my country and then 30 years later invade the country again.
Yeah, or them giving territory to my country and then taking it back because,
after 70 years.
A bunch of traitors decided to run off to that section of the country and give it back to Russia.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, roll call. The point is that not everything in that store was $1, so it is not a dollar store.
He's in
may
Dollar
sell
General.
It is a discount store.
Yeah, he's
They
in
may
Dollar
sell
General.
things
I
that
can
have
tell
$1
by looking at him.
that are $1, but that does not mean they're a dollar store.
But they do sell Jolt.
They do sell Jolt Cola.
This is $1 right here. That's $1. Look, $1. And Scooby Doo.
We all know what the secret ingredient was, too.
Weed.
We'll get you a box of that.
By the way, roll call, I used the knife finally.
You used what?
I used the Smith & Wesson knife.
How'd it work?
Well, I opened mail with it. It did great with mail.
Did it taste your blood?
No. No, I'm actually careful with knives more so than I am with 1911s.
They're obviously not British.
Why?
Well, it's not the British that have a problem with the knives.
British government does.
Well,
Oh, it's not the government either. It's certain people that live there.
why do I give a flying flip about the British or the British government? I'm
Night
pretty
Strike.
sure I don't.
Yeah, that's
Right.
not as. That's even better than Sarge's.
Yeah.
Roll call, are you looking to upgrade?
Guess how much this is?
$1.
$1?
$1.
It's $1. Do you want me to send it to you, Night Strike? Look, you can get the movie star, the gentleman, or the cowboy. Which one do you want?
Night Strike shaved his off, didn't he?
Dude, Night
No,
Strike
like-
always wants the
You
cowboy.
didn't shave yet?
I have not shaved.
Cowboy.
I have not shaved yet. I'm going to
Whoa.
have to shave it off, though.
Look at this.
Why? Why
This
are you
is
going to
illegal.
It's getting too hot out here.
This is illegal.
Pussy. What, a Mac 10?
Yeah.
What
Mac
Night
10
Strike
that
should be
doesn't work.
doing
Oh, it's a single shot Mac 10.
while waiting for his concealed permit is saving money to buy a better gun to carry than a 1911.
I don't know. The 1911 is pretty good.
8 rounds, then throw it at him.
At least it's heavy enough you could beat him with it afterwards.
Yeah, it's
Garage
already
Gun
has the taste for
says-
human blood, so you know it's
Night-
going to be vicious.
Garage Guns out there saying, at Night Strike, can I borrow your AK for a weekend? Not unless I'm with the AK.
That's
The AK comes with Night Strike. Night Strike does not ever part with his AK.
That's okay. I shot a Hudson on Memorial Day, and I had to tell Ponry I thought it sucked.
They're recording me. Recording in progress. Here.
Wow.
And Garage Gun says he's got that sweet holster, though, for his 1911. Yes, I'm the only one that has a Duke Nukem holster for my 1911.
So the dollar store has security cameras by the batteries and men's underwear. I'm surprised that's the most shoplifted item.
Well, I mean, most people go in there without underwear.
Here you go, Fine 8. I can get this for you. I'll send it to you. Or how about this? Llama Drama. We'll send that to the Yankee Marshal. Llama Drama.
I would pay money to see that.
Oh, wait. There's an Avengers one. Get that for Never Enough Ammo.
Yeah, we'll get the Avengers one. Then we'll get this Newsweek.
Who, by the way, is quirking
Bob the
you
Biker's
on
old as
Twitch.
shit.
Oh, I know he is.
So he saw dinosaurs.
I know he is, but I know I still have a certain cult following of viewers out there that don't.
Wait, he's on Twitch? Shit, I gotta go to that.
Oh, thanks.
I'm not gonna go watch somebody play video games.
Yeah. Gary's one of those people. It's like, if I want to see a video game, I will install one on my computer and play it myself.
Hell
right,
yeah.
Gary?
What do you think I'm doing right now?
You're playing World of Warships, aren't you?
No.
Wow. You normally play that.
That's one thing I play.
What are you playing right now?
Hoi 4. Hearts of Iron.
Hearts of Iron, okay.
4.
Hearts of Iron 4. Wow. Yeah.
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 Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
All right. This sounds like a King of the Hill episode. So let's actually come up with a topic.
King of the Hill episode.
Oh, yeah. Come up with a topic there, nice crack. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what are they saying out there on the YouTube side? Rooster Films is talking about Beretta 92 runs all the ammo he feeds it. Well, that's a Beretta 92 for you.
Mm-hmm.
Though I don't have any problems with my 1911 either as far as ammo. It eats everything.
I'd shoot a Beretta 92. Somebody'd buy me one. They don't give them away, though.
You come to South Carolina, I'll let you shoot my Beretta 92.
You have a 92?
I've got a 92S.
It's a hell of a long ways to drive, though.
It is.
Way.
I'm not leaving South Carolina. I'll tell you that right now. Not for a while.
Careful, Gizzard. If you shoot it might break from you actually hitting something.
I was about to say, yeah, if you leave South Carolina, they won't let you back in.
He left once already this year. I know for a fact.
I know, and South Carolina regrets letting them back in.
No, they let me. Oh, Garage Guns is saying, let's talk about how awesome the CZ is. Let's not.
I can go with that.
I'm probably going to be selling.
What CZ?
I'm probably going to be selling 2 or 3 of my CZs later this year.
Why?
Because
I'm going to get out already.
One of them is worn out, starting to get worn out. Yeah, but I'm going to hopefully replace them with a couple Shadow 2s.
Okay.
No,
well,
upgrades are good.
What about the worn out one?
Yeah, it has north of 100,000 rounds through it.
Jesus Christ.
What do you want for it?
Oh, what I'm trying to do is I'm going to try to sell them both at the same time. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I like package type deal.
Look at the caps.
But yeah, it's like that the CZ that my PO1 that's worn out. I mean, still 8-inch plate at 50 yards is no problem. But it's just just something get rid of. It's not going to be a carry gun because it's milled down, so the firing pin stop doesn't. The drop safety doesn't really work. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Sounds like you need an SDP.
Yeah.
A what?
SDP.
What's that?
It's basically a compact shadow.
Oh no, I have a CZ compact for my carry gun.
Yeah, it's like that, but it's a shadow version.
Oh yeah. I've seen those.
They're pretty freaking sweet.
Yeah, a buddy of mine has one. I just have a compact CZ, and I'll just use that.
I've got a PO1. I've got a steel frame PO1, which is a bit of a unicorn.
They're actually. I'm seeing more and more of those in the country now.
Depends on which model number it is.
That's true.
Because there's about 7,000 or 8,000 of the 99021s. Mine is a 99041.
Okay.
It's a manual safety model.
Okay, yeah, mine's manual. My compact is just a 75 compact. It's all steel, manual safety. I always drop it on a live round and carry it like that.
I think it was part of a run that they made for Israel, because if you go and watch the Mosin Crate video, all those he's saying are CZ75 compacts. CZ75 compact doesn't have a rail on it.
It's true.
Only the P01s do. At least until you get into the super high-end shit. That's a different story. And mine has the rail, and it's marked as a PO1. Doesn't have the NATO certification number, though.
Wow. Grandman said Night Strike had to use the Underground Railroad to get back into South Carolina. I wasn't aware that was still a thing.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with all the anti-gun idiots around, it's going to start being a thing again.
Oh, come on.
Especially if you live in an un-gun-friendly state.
We're the Palmetto State. I think we'll be fine. Josh Guns is saying he loves his Shadow 2, and he carries a PO7.
Okay.
My only problem with the Shadow 2 is the 2. That freaking over-stylized number 2 drives me fucking
on the
nutty.
grip?
Yeah, and it's on the slide.
Oh, I don't give a shit about that. One of these guns, what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy 2. What I would love to get is sequential serial numbers. Find which one is the most accurate and shoot the shit out of the other one. Because, my PO1, I got to thinking, I bought it in 14. And last year I had 32, probably had 29,000 rounds through it last year. Previous year I had about 20,000. So that's 40,000 past 2 years. And I had a lot on it. So yeah, I'm probably, maybe not 100,000. I'm probably about 85 to 90K through it. But looking at down the barrel at the rifling is rounded. Starting to get rounded now.
Oh, get a new barrel.
Yeah, I could do that. But I also want to upgrade.
Yeah. Or you could buy one of the OD green ones, because those are back.
Because again, is saying, and remember, CZ USA is a Kansas company.
Yes, it is.
You don't have to get a new barrel. Just get your bullet-sized 1 thou bigger.
No, I'm just gonna. I want a heavier gun. Basically, is what it comes out to it. For combat.
Well, I got some 1 foot square, 1.5 inch fixed metal plate I could weld onto it for you.
Yeah, that won't be production legal.
Aw.
Bummer.
I know.
You don't want to do open, because then you'd be up against guys who dropped a couple grand on their gun. Oh, PSA has the Ruger 9mm carbines.
Yay, PSA.
Yeah. I have one.
Yeah. Just gotta wait till they start making them in 40.
I don't think they're going to make them in 40. I think it's going to be a kit.
That costs as much as a gun.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because if you look at it, you can change the bolt head on it, you can change the barrel on it, and all you have to do probably is just put a bigger recoil spring in it.
Yeah.
and it's good to go.
Mm-hmm.
I got about 500 rounds through mine now. It runs great. Especially now that I put a red dot on it.
It's on my list, but I think of
Through what gun?
A PC9 carbine.
Okay.
Smith & Wesson M&P Shield M, well, 2.0 on sale. $379.
DSA.
No, this is Academy.
Oh, Academy?
Academy.
Yeah, PSA would probably be cheaper.
Yeah, but
Sure.
Academy's 30 miles from me. I can drive there.
PSA's 40 miles from me, so I can drive there too.
Let's see what else we got.
Well, technically 45, but same difference.
They got a Mossberg Shockwave, but they aren't even taking anything off that. It's regular price.
Because they're hot sellers.
I know. You don't ever see them. The Maverick 88's on sale, I see, but
Damn NEA.
I don't.
Well, I mean, NEA has to get his money somehow.
Yeah.
Lead Life is out there in the YouTube side. What's going on, dude?
And if they start selling the Maverick 88s for cheaper, he won't get his cut.
Yeah.
It's actually a percentile. It's no longer the fixed.
It's no longer fixed. Okay.
Fixed penny per mention.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna have to start fixing up some of those Mavericks from the cabin, just to get by, because he's losing out on all that cabin money or Maverick money.
You see what Yankees' choices were to give away this month?
Yeah, I saw that.
What were they?
Yeah. VP9 subcompact, VP9 OD green, CZ.
PO7.
PO7 with the stealth
Presser
green
model.
threaded barrel. Then one was like a Uberti 357.
Quite honestly, if it was up to me, if he really wanted to give guns to people that need them, just get them high points or Keltecs. That way you can.
No, this was for the friend giveaway.
Oh, this for the friend giveaway.
Yeah, I think he's doing. What is it? Might either be like a 38 special or the SIG. And that's SIG.
But what I was getting at is he wants to do the whole give a gun away to someone that needs it, that can't afford to get one, and I'm down for that as long as they can pass a background check and whatnot.
Yeah, well, yeah, it all goes through FFL anyway.
And it has to go through FFL, so you're buying it as a gift for them, essentially. You're gifting it to them. So
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you're gonna, I don't know, take donations to be able to do this, if you get enough money in donations, if it was up to me, I would get a bunch. I would get them like something simple, something that just works, like a Keltec or a High Point.
Well, Yankees got that
Keltec?
vindictive nature towards Caltech.
Yeah.
Well, you understand what I'm saying. Something to where you could get, not only could you get one person one, you most likely would be able to get more than one person.
Well, I think he's giving away like some of the Walther Creeds or the TPSs.
Okay, those aren't too much.
Well, the hell of it is for not much more than a High Point goes for.
Yeah, and it's a much
you can
better
get
gun.
into the low-end Rugers.
I mean, he should be giving away those Ruger EC9s.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Those are like $250.
Okay, that's not bad.
Hell of a lot better gun.
Yeah.
Well,
I'd take that over a Keltec any day.
I was just looking at it to be able to get enough of it out there for people that are in need. Not so much the best guns out there on the market, of course.
No, I think so far since he started, he's been giving away one a week, or he's on track to give away 50 this year.
Yeah.
Oh, they got the Precision 22.
So here's the question: how do you find someone that needs one?
It's they have to submit. They have to kind of plead their case themselves, and then he's got like a group of some of his longtime viewers or that. So he's not really in. He doesn't pick. He leaves it up to this group of people. They pick, and then every week you just have to resubmit because it's just easier for them to just kind of clear out the email box, and then anything they get, or anything they get during that week is who they pick from.
Hell, I need a new gun. I haven't bought a new gun in over a month now.
Yeah, I need a new gun too. So let me go and sign up for that.
You're banned.
I'm probably blacklisted anyway. So
Yeah.
What'd you do to Yankee?
I didn't do anything to Yankee.
What did you do that Yankee perceived you did to him?
I'm not banned from Yankee's channel. It's just it was a joke. No,
Yeah, mine was a joke too. We had to do sensitivity training the other week.
So what it is that Night Strike did is he said no.
Well, I thought it had to do. He said yes, but the cat gets to watch.
Ah, that's enough out of you, hairless ape.
How'd you know I shaved my head?
I'm psychic.
He's psycho.
No, Gary, I'm not psycho, but maybe someone you know might be.
I know you.
Did you have to bring Ellis into this?
I did see AIM Surplus is advertising 7.62 54R PPU ammo for $12.99 a box.
That's pretty good.
Bad.
That's a pretty good price for a PPU.
Yeah.
You buy it in a store, it's like $18.
Right, but like SG ammo, name surplus, stuff like that, it's usually about $12-13 for almost anything.
I know. I try and buy it in a store, it's like $18.99 around me.
I very seldom buy ammo in a store anymore.
Trauma Jock wants to know if it's legal to buy a gun in another state, like in a pawn shop just over the state
Rifle,
line.
shotgun, yes.
Long guns, yes.
Long guns, yes. Handguns, you have to get it shipped to your FFL in your state.
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You may be able to pay them for it, but you cannot pick it up and take it home with you. They have to ship it to your FFL, and you have to pick it up at your FFL. That is the only way most gun stores or pawn shops will do it if you're from out of state.
We had one up here that was in Maine, but they also opened up a little FFL shop to do transfers from their main location to New Hampshire.
Cool.
Oh, and Vandalistica. The thing with John is that was a state regulation. So yes, Trauma Jock, you need to check your state regulations. Like, obviously, you can't bring in a standard or buy a standard AR-15 in Arizona and then take it into California without them getting pissy.
That's
Yeah, but it's California, so you know.
Or there's some other states that have, just check your local laws.
shit like that.
From what I've seen, New Hampshire FFLs won't sell to anyone from Mass, even if they try and transfer it to Mass through FFLs.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
It's because Mass has two different approved handgun rosters.
What?
Yep. Mass has a approved handgun roster that was put in place by their Congress, by their Senate, and then the Attorney General bitch has her own approved list. And unless it's on both of them, you ain't getting it. With the exception being if you're law enforcement.
Figures.
So up here, they just no handgun sales to Mass residents.
Bummer.
Well, it sucks to be them. Doesn't suck to be me.
I'm glad I live in South Carolina where they don't have any of that nonsense.
Well, New
Glad I live
Hampshire
in
and Maine aren't
Arkansas.
bad. And until recently, Vermont wasn't bad.
Squib was telling me earlier that North Carolina was better than South Carolina, and I'm like, really? I don't have to have a permit to buy a handgun in South Carolina. I do in North Carolina. And I'm not asking local law enforcement for permission, because the Second Amendment doesn't say ask your local law enforcement for permission.
Oh, I don't even need a permit to carry in New Hampshire.
So, pizza.
We either live free or die state.
Roll call's got Little Caesars. Watch out.
Bite, sip, $5 combo.
The Mambo combo. There you go.
Do the Mambo combo.
Yeah, I'll be doing that about
don't you?
10 minutes after he eats it, running for the bathroom.
So that's what the
He's
Mambo
gonna last
combo
that
is.
long. Surprised he's gonna last that long. Shit.
Well, it's not as fast acting as Taco Bell.
I think that's Taco Hell.
That's what we call
Oh,
it.
you know, you're not supposed to put each one of the specialty sauces on your taco, right?
I haven't eaten Taco Bell in over 20 years.
I've eaten it once this year, and that was actually the first time.
And the juice has said, Gary deleted the comment, but the juice said, Jonas loves Glocks. No, I don't love Glocks. I hate Glocks, but people buy them. So you know what? Go ahead and buy a Glock if you want a plastic gun.
Glocks
If you
are
want
for
something
people-
that you can add a lot of extra crazy shit on and make a mildly decent and nice looking gun, get a Glock.
Glocks are good guns. They just don't work. I don't like them.
Glocks are
Who the
guns
fuck is
for people-
Jonas?
Thanks, Yankee.
Glocks are guns for people that don't know anything about guns.
I mean, if someone wants to give me a Glock, I'm not going to say no, but I'm not going to go and buy one. I just on principle don't like Glocks. So
I don't like them because finger grooves don't work for me, and I can't stand the Gen 5s.
I don't like finger grooves on a gun.
Mine doesn't have finger grooves on it.
Yeah, but you got a Glock, period. That's kind of wondering why you're on the panel right now.
You sent him a link.
I probably did, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like the finish on the Gen 5s because if you've tried racking that slide, it's slick as shit.
It's a 42. It's not a Gen anything.
Well,
So
that's
what's
your
your
problem
Gen
right
1?
there. If it's a 42, you get a 380.
Yeah.
Ooh. Teeny weeny 9mm light.
Dude, that's all right. I mean, hell,
Yeah, 380 is the most powerful caliber in an automatic because it's the biggest number.
That's right.
Well, technically it's not, but
380 is bigger than 44, 45, and 9.
let's meet halfway in the middle and say it's not.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to see when Deadpool starts.
I'll be right back.
By the way, if you haven't seen that movie, Deadpool 2, it
Oh,
is hilarious.
God,
Go
it's-
see it.
yeah.
I saw it opening weekend in a double feature with the original.
It
Best
was
5 hours I've ever spent in a movie theater.
it was ridiculously funny and awesome. And I would have to say, I've never been happier to see the Juggernaut get his ass kicked.
Oh, his ass got a little more than kicked.
Oh, I'm not trying to give spoilers, yo.
I've never been. I've never laughed so much looking at a baby's ass.
You're just full on winning the booing it, aren't you? Yes, I am.
Oh shit!
And Garage Gun says none of his Glocks have finger grooves. I'm not saying that it does. I've used one of your Glocks.
If you want to shave them off,
it feels wrong to use your Glock. Same.
If your Glock feels wrong, it's a personal problem.
It might be. Yes.
And just a public service announcement: you shouldn't be shaving your Glock in public.
That's
no,
true.
You shouldn't.
No, that probably would get you arrested.
It might. Unless
or worse, a movie deal.
Well, maybe. I prefer my 1911 over a Glock.
Did you guys hear about that horrible fire at the shoe factory?
No, what happened?
They lost a lot of souls.
Ooh.
Nice.
Ouch! I think you just gave me cancer. That joke was so bad.
Sorry.
Well, I've got another one for you.
La Llama.
Did you hear about that new broom? It's
No, I
sweeping
didn't.
the nation.
I thought the sun looked a little darker than
Worse than mine.
That's the point. Hey, roll call.
Yes.
What do you call an alligator in a vest?
I don't know. What do you call an alligator in a vest?
An investigator. I've got some bad ones. Watch out.
Wait. They get worse?
They get worse.
Fuck me. That's not an offer.
Not without dinner and a movie and a lot of whiskey.
I could do without the dinner and a movie.
Ask your girlfriend because I'm not interested. I'll never be interested. Okay, Travis T out there is saying, how do you catch a unique rabbit? I don't know. I don't know, Travis. Tell us how. Gizzard Gary is saying unique up on it. Oh, wow. Is that the answer? Apparently it was.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, all right. How do you catch a tame one? How do you, Travis? Gary's right. That's not racist at all, Vandalistica. Not at all. Oh, Travis D is like, how do you catch a tame one? The answer is the tame way.
Funny.
That's
Very punny.
Very punny. But you know what? That's okay. Because I got my batteries free of charge.
Did you pull them out of your mom's dildo again?
Why are you assuming it was his mom's?
Well, I mean, could be his dad's. Because they were for free. He wouldn't buy them.
Okay, stop that.
Well, you know, they kept getting pissed. They said, stop taking the batteries out of the remote control, goddammit.
Oh, shit, look at that. CDNN has that Ruger EC9
Uh-huh.
for $229.
That's not bad.
The EC9S.
Yeah.
So the cheap version of the striker gun. That's cheap.
That is cheap. So it's bad of me, but I still want a Jimenez JA9 just for the hell of it. But I'm not paying $200 for one.
Just to piss Travis off? Because it will actually work?
Well, I want a Jimenez JA9, not a Sky CPX2.
I thought he had a...
No,
too.
Yeah, he had a JA9. He had the JA22, and he sold it. But it actually worked, as opposed to the to the Sky CPX2, which did not work.
Very true.
So if you don't like someone, just gift them a Sky CPX2.
Oh, it'll work for the first 200 rounds.
Maybe.
Before the trigger falls out.
Or a SIG 365.
Yeah.
Before the firing pin breaks.
Or the trigger return spring gives up.
Yep.
Or you break the transfer bar like Mac.
Yeah.
Oh, he broke transfer bar too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
But they're saying they only have issues with 0.08% of their guns on the market.
Yeah.
For those.
0.8%.
Yeah. No.
Let's see now.
They've already recalled them
that transfer
twice.
in parts per million.
Well, I mean, you have to think. Their rounding's just off. It's 80%.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That sounds about right. All right, I think we're going to call it. I've got nothing else to talk about.
Well, let's sit around and bullshit.
Isn't that what we're doing right now?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Little fuckers.
Oh, God, Rock Humper's out there. Watch out. Night Strike. Rock Humper, you don't have to say it in all caps, God damn it.
But he wants to.
How do you feel about a hand grip being named after you? I don't think it's named after me particularly.
Want to see something funny? Go to Ghost Tactical's Instagram page.
Yeah.
Have you seen some of the pictures he was posting today?
Ellis was not amused.
It was funny. That was funny shit.
That was great.
What did he post?
Oh, one of them was what?
A water fountain where they took the no colored person sign and scratched out colored and put no Hatfields.
McCoy's only, no Hatfields.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I'm going to hop out, guys. I got to feed my kids, and they're all muddy from running on the four-wheeler. So you all have a fantastic night. You're great folks.
Good luck, roll call.
Liars!
Oh.
Lies!
Lies.
We're not great folk.
Well, you aren't.
You all smell.
You aren't.
Especially that fine ape guy. He stinks. He stinks so bad. Oh, God.
Well, you know, some of us actually work for a living, so some of us get a little sweatier than most.
Yeah.
Is that what we're calling it these days?
I don't know. You were the one with the camera.
I don't know. All right, but seriously, why don't we just end it here? So, thank you all for listening. We'll see you guys in the next one, whenever that is. It's either I'll probably do this again next week. If I don't, well, then I won't. So there we go. Thank you guys in the panel for showing up, and we'll see y'all later.
Deuces.
Shut up, be
Later.
infringed.